You're gonna stand hip width apart, both feet are pointing forward. You're gonna put the right foot slightly in front of the left. That's gonna help your hips to turn a little bit left just because you're in the staggered stance. So once you're there, you're gonna slouch down, so everything's gonna unlock first. I want you to have the weight mainly on the left heel, so 90% of your weight's on that left foot. It doesn't mean that you're on the tippy heel and can't put your whole foot down. You should still be able to keep your toes relaxed, okay? 10% of the weight's on the right foot, but most of the weight's on that left heel. Everything is relaxed. You're gonna roll down slowly like a bendy straw coming over. So head comes down, spine starts to come down. You're not crunching or anything, it's very passive, but it's helping you to literally melt your body into that left heel. Both of your hands are hovering right over that left foot to help your hips stay turned a little bit to the left. Now you're gonna see that my left shin is vertical, so not here because I'm all the way back on that left heel. Once I'm here, I'm gonna feel my heel, the ball, the big toe ball, the pinky toe pressing into the ground. Very slowly, making sure that I can feel that I'm pressing the ground away, especially through that left heel. I'm gonna come back up. Okay, you're gonna keep your left knee a little bit unlocked because when you come up, we're trying to make sure it's driven from the hip, meaning it's the hamstring that's pulling down on the hip. It's not a knee straightening, back arching exercise. So that's why it's called the slouch down, to help the back let go. So you're in the staggered stance, that was 1 rep, you go again. You just melt down. Let your hips move backward the more that you come down. And you're coming all the way back on that left heel. The shin will be vertical at the end of it. And the right knee, the reason you could see it is because of that staggered stance. So my hips are turned a little bit left. No weight really on the right foot. You're gonna make sure you feel tripod pressing into the ground, especially the heel. And that is how you are coming back up. So take your time here. Make sure you can breathe without hesitation. And I want you to come up only to where you can still feel tension in the whole leg. You'll feel some quad, but you should feel some hamstring working as well. Maybe a little bit of the bottom of the butt, not so much, but you should also feel some of the same side abs. Okay, when you do your right side, you're just gonna flip. Same thing, right foot a little bit back. Okay, weight on that right heel, and then same exercise. Slouch down, take your time. Once you're at the bottom, the only difference for the right foot is that I want your middle of the foot to allow it to have some weight, versus when you were doing the left, we were all the way back on the heel. For the right, you're gonna let the knee be slightly forward so that the arch is where your weight is. And because that arch has weight, it'll encourage the foot and the toes to splay apart. Okay, that's the only difference. You're gonna drive through that arch. Okay, you'll feel more glute on the right side because you're driving through the arch. So staying on the arch, knees a little bit unlocked. You're just not super far back on the heel for this one. You'll be back just because of the staggered stance, but you're not gonna be as far back as you were on the left. So little adjustment. So right foot, arch heavy, come down. This knee won't go super far back because you're on the arch. And then once you feel that arch, push up through it. Take your time. Make sure it's coming from the hip, so you see my shorts are slowly scooping underneath me. Okay, from the front, just make sure that things stay in line with each other. So the hip socket stays on top of the knee, on top of the foot. Not here, not here. You wanna have hip socket, knee, and foot always on top of each other, no matter what exercise or what side you're doing.